What's up, guys? So as you guys may know, I just finished my PC build series in which I unboxed and reviewed every part I used in it and made a time-lapse build as well. So if you guys are interested in any of that, then make sure to click the link in the description below for the playlist. There are a lot of guys out there who are a bit frightened to build your own PC or are overwhelmed with information and don't know if you guys are up to the task of building it by yourself and may want to consider a pre-built. This PC was the first PC that I've built, and this video I wanted to go over all the challenges and my overall building experience. So let's jump right in. First of all, I had to choose the parts I wanted for my PC. This process was very extraneous, so I'll be making a dedicated video on it. So check that out if you guys are interested. Once I chose my parts and got them delivered, I was ready to build. For the entire build, I only needed a small Phillips head screwdriver and a larger one. I didn't buy any other building materials such as zip ties, magnetic screwdrivers, an anti-static wristband, or any other extra building accessories like that. Unless you guys want a specific color of zip ties, I recommend you guys just to use the zip ties that come with the motherboard, power supply, and case. Together, they give you an abundant amount of zip ties, and I doubt you will ever run out. As for the anti-static wristband, well, I did some research and I couldn't really find any cases of people actually shorting out their PC parts because of the static, so obviously that was very rare. So as long as you guys are careful and touch the power supply once in a while, you guys will be fine. No one in my family has ever built a PC before, and everything I learned about building PCs was from the internet. There are hundreds of guides on how to build a PC and a solution to every niche problem, so it's very easy to learn. As a result, don't avoid building a PC because you guys are worried about not knowing what to do. It's very easy to learn and does not take that much time. So don't be intimidated by that. Here are some things that I found oddly difficult when building my PC. First of all, the motherboard is so hard to put in right with the I/O shield. I tried putting the I/O shield in first and then the motherboard, and then I tried putting the I/O shield onto the motherboard first and putting it all inside at once. But then I went back to traditional method again, and honestly, it was pretty difficult because there were some metal prongs on the I/O shield that are supposed to bend in when you put the motherboard. But the prongs are super stiff on my motherboard, and it was really a pain, and it took about 15 minutes for such a simple task. Next, I don't know if this is just my case, but the motherboard screws are kind of difficult to screw in, and the threads of the screws aren't perfectly made, so it doesn't feel too sturdy. But since you're really not going to moving your PC around that much, those screws aren't really gonna get loose or anything like that. Next, if you guys are getting an AIO, then you guys are gonna have a bit of trouble installing it because the tubing is just super stiff and very hard to manipulate. It's very annoying. Also, on the radiator, make sure to tighten the screws really well, or else you will get a very annoying rattling sound coming out of your PC at all times. Also, I found the same issue on the fans as I did the motherboard screws. The screws on the fan are also very hard to screw in. The threads are very small. This next one isn't really an issue, but it is a bit concerning. If you guys are buying an Intel CPU, it takes a lot of force to be able to lock in the CPU into its place. You feel like you're about to break the motherboard itself, but nothing actually happens, so just keep that in mind. As a result, definitely make sure to install the CPU outside the case because you don't want to crack your motherboard. Same goes for installing your RAM. Make sure to do that outside the case. Unfortunately, the 24-pin cable is something you're going to have to install inside the case, but it also takes a lot of force, so just make sure to reinforce the motherboard by putting a few fingers underneath it when plugging in that cable. If you guys are getting it cased with tempered glass, then make sure to not remove the protective film on it, or else you guys will get your fingerprints all over it and smudge it, and you'll have to clean it again. So, wait till the end of your build to remove that film cover. Finally, make sure that all your PC parts are compatible. When I say this, I don't mean go to PC part picker and see if it says compatible. I mean manually check if each part is compatible with each other. For example, many reviews of my case highlighted that Vengeance LED RAM would not fit if I installed a radiator on the top. Luckily for me, I had front radiator support as well, but if this case didn't have that, then I would have to get another case, RAM, or AIO. But PC part picker would have never told me this. Same goes for having enough fan controllers on your motherboard. I have 8 case fans in my case, but my motherboard only supported 6, so I had to get a 3-way fan splitter. So make sure that you guys keep all that type of stuff in mind when you guys are building your PC and ordering the parts. Overall, there could be very many small incompatibility issues, so make sure to consider those by really researching your parts and knowing them in and out. I watched more than 10 videos on almost all of each of my main parts before I zeroed in onto the parts I was actually going to get. So it's very important to be well informed. As a result, if you guys are well informed on how to build a PC and well informed about the parts you are going to use in your build, along with these tips, then building a PC will be a breeze in 2018. Information about all that is so readily available, so it really is very simple. As a result, don't choose pre-built because you think that you can't build a PC. It's actually really easy. I don't hate pre-built. I actually think they are almost always cheaper, around $50 to $100, because manufacturers are able to get their parts to pre-building companies for a much cheaper price than us. As for me, the only downfall with pre-built are the inability to customize everything to your want. Overall, building PCs are very fun and you guys should definitely consider it over pre-builds, but pre-builds are always a good option as well. Overall, building this PC was a very fun and interesting journey for me, and it will be for you as well, and so just get informed and start building. So guys, I've been thinking about making a video in which I compare a pre-built to building a PC, so if you guys are interested in that, then make sure to say something in the comments below. If you guys have any more questions about this, then feel free to post those in the comments below too. I read all my comments, I will respond, so make sure to comment any questions. Well, that's all I have for you guys this time. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a like. If you guys loved it and would like to see more videos just like this, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. But that's all I have for you guys this time, and until next video, bye.